What if I told you that in some countries, you can't marry unless your parents approve your haircut? And in one place, it's actually illegal for a husband to forget his wife's birthday. Yeah? These are real laws. Let's go through 14 of the dumbest marriage laws that somehow still exist around the world. Marriage is supposed to be about love, trust, and maybe a little bit of chaos. But for some reason, lawmakers around the world decided to make it even weirder. From mandatory family permissions to animal weddings, yes, you heard that right, these laws prove that sometimes the real joke is written in the legal code itself. 1. In Samoa, it's illegal to forget your wife's birthday. Let's start strong. In Samoa, a husband who forgets his wife's birthday can actually get fined. Imagine waking up, forgetting to buy flowers, and ending the day in court. It's the ultimate sleeping on the couch law, except the couch might be inside a police cell. 2. In Kentucky, you can't marry the same man 4 times. Divorced? Fine. Reconciled? Fine again. But if you've married the same guy 3 times already, the state says that's enough. Basically, Kentucky legalized 3 strikes, you're out. But for love. 3. In France, you can marry a dead person. Yes, this one's real. It's called posthumous marriage. If your fiancé dies before the wedding, you can still legally marry them, with the president's permission. It started after a tragic dam collapse in the 1950s, and somehow, the law never left. Creepy? Maybe. Romantic? Definitely debatable. 4. In South Korea, same surname couples need government approval to marry. If both of you share the same family name, like Kim, you might need government approval before marrying. This law was made to stop close relatives from marrying, but it ended up being super awkward for millions of unrelated people who just happen to be Kims. 5. In Delaware, marriages can be annulled if done as a joke. Yep. Just kidding is actually a legal reason to cancel a marriage here. Apparently, some people took dares or bets a little too seriously. So Delaware lawmakers made sure you can undo your oops wedding if it wasn't sincere. 6. In Australia, ministers can refuse to marry you if you're drunk. Seems fair, right? But the funny part is, the law doesn't say how drunk you have to be. So technically, 1 glass of champagne and your wedding might get postponed. Air. 7. In Colorado, USA, you can marry yourself. It's called self-solemnization. You don't need a witness, officiant, or even another person. Just sign your own paperwork and boom, you're legally married to yourself. Basically, Colorado turned self-love into an official relationship status. 8. In the Philippines, divorce doesn't exist. This one's not dumb, just wild. In the Philippines, divorce is illegal for most citizens. Once you're married, that's it. Your only escape route is an expensive annulment that can take years. It's like Hotel California. You can check in anytime you like, but you can never leave. 9. In Singapore, same-sex marriage is still banned. Even though Singapore is one of the most advanced countries in Asia, same-sex marriage remains illegal. Ironically, you can get married in virtual worlds or games there, just not in real life. 10. In Hong Kong, you can sue your spouse's lover. This law is called criminal conversation. If your spouse cheats, you can actually sue the person they cheated with. Basically, Hong Kong made heartbreak into a courtroom battle. 11. In Connecticut, it's illegal for a man to kiss his wife on Sunday. This old law technically still exists. It's one of those leftover moral code laws that no one follows anymore. But it was once serious. So if you live in Connecticut, maybe schedule your kisses for Saturday. 12. In India, animal weddings actually happen and are sometimes legal. It's not exactly romantic, but in rural India, animal marriages are performed for religious or good luck reasons. People genuinely believe marrying off animals can bring rain or peace, so next time you think your wedding was chaotic, at least no cows were involved. 13. In Germany, you can't get married without proving you have a stable income. Before you can tie the knot, you have to prove you can afford to. It's less about love and more like applying for a financial loan, but for marriage. 14. In South Africa, a man can legally have multiple wives, but not vice versa. South Africa's marriage laws allow men to have multiple wives under traditional law, but women can't have multiple husbands, so equality clearly didn't make it to the wedding aisle there.